What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to episode 18 of our Can We Duo series. Today, we have a lot to talk about, especially with the new expansion. And, of course, we'll be doing our opposite roles again. I'm on my Templar, Avron's on her Sork.
Yep.
And we're going to be doing 3 DLCs, Depths of Malatar, Fang Lair, and Frostvault. Those are fun ones.
Yeah, we each picked one of our favorites, and then we put it. The wheel of choices picked Fang Lair. So
yeah. And so we have our 2 new companions today, both Isabel and Ember. We got them earlier, and so we could talk about that, see if we like them more. I haven't really heard much of the dialogue, have you, of all of them?
I did their quests, but I'm still leveling Miri because it takes for freaking ever.
Yeah.
So no, but they did add more idle lines for our companions. So like I was standing in town the other day, AFK, I was looking through my journal or something, and Miri was like, I wonder what goes on in that head of yours. I was like, excuse me?
Oh yeah, I heard some extra dialogue too.
Yeah, they added in some like that ambient. So I'm really excited now because I'm like, well, I want to get Bastion out and see what he says. But I gotta finish leveling Miri first.
Oh man. I actually thought they were gonna add companion XP scrolls to make things easier.
Maybe. I mean, if you put on, the problem is that companions only gain XP through you doing combat. So unless you're doing a constant stream of combat in like an arena, or I actually leveled Miri up by farming for monster trophies.
Oh yeah.
I was doing a loop. I'm like, wow, she got halfway through the next level after 30 minutes. I'm like, it's painful. So
my Isabel's only level 7.
Oh, my Ember's level 1, so this is going to be a great dungeon. I really can't wait to see what happens here in the depths of Malatar. I love this dungeon, too. This is, like, my favorite dungeon.
I hope you have an interrupt, because one of us is about to get,
yes, I do have an interrupt, actually.
Do I have an interrupt?
Yeah,
no,
who's prepared now? Hope you can run fast.
I hope so too. I got fast res. That's what matters. Maybe.
That's right, Templars. Yeet. Templars are freaking awesome.
So, how far did you get in Heil? We're not going to do any spoilers, but how far did you get into it?
Oh, look, Emperor leveled up. How far did I get into it? I loaded it up. Mm-hmm. I did the card game tutorial.
Yes, card game.
And I have pretty much been playing Tales of Tribute ever since. And the other day I was like, I should do zone quests. So I've only done the 2 companion quests. I haven't actually done anything yet. I'm hoping to start tomorrow.
Ooh,
But High Isle is gorgeous. It's very pretty.
Yeah, I love Heil. If anyone's thinking about picking it up, it's definitely a really nice zone.
It is. I picked up a drumstick. It is worth it because I really think the last zone that I really thought was like very unique being Somerset. I think High Isle is the best zone they've done since then, for sure.
Yeah, one thing I look at in zones is like the aesthetics and does it look nice overall?
Yeah.
That's definitely a big thing, and like how everyone's mood is. Like no one wants to be in a gloomy zone all the time.
Heck no.
And then High Isle was a really good one, so was Somerset.
Oh, High Isle is gorgeous too. It's just very unique, and it looks really visually appealing. I think they did a great job. Never mind how amazing everything that came with High Isle is, including Tales of Tribute, which I have literally been playing nonstop for a week.
Yeah, me too.
It's so fun. And okay, so it's the card game that is part of the Tamriel universe now. So it's super cool, but the thing that I'm like so impressed with is that I'm not even like a card game player. Like I would not consider myself that kind of a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
And I just freaking love it. Should get out of the poison.
Yeah, one thing about the card game is the tutorial is not really intuitive, but there's a lot of guides and streamers. You just ask them questions and then you'll be good to go.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the best way to learn is really, you can play, it's really nice because choice being like the big thing with ESO. You can choose to either play with real players, like people like me and John, or you could just play against NPCs. So if you're, a little anxious around players, hypothetically, you don't even ever have to play one if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Hey, we did it.
Yeah, easy.
But I like that. I actually spent some time in the beginning learning how to play, just playing NPCs. And now I play against players, and it's like, oh, it's kind of cool.
I'll ask for your opinion.
And then I think there's 10 ranks. I'm not sure. But every time you rank up, you can face new difficulty NPCs. So if that's all you like doing, you can fight easy to hard ones. You still get rewards for NPC battles as well. You get to learn how to play and all this stuff, upgrade cards. I don't know, have you gotten any rewards through the tribute, like the upgrading cards from players?
I have gotten just random, like, hey, your thing leveled up, but I have not gotten, there's riddles you can get.
Yeah.
And despite opening literally 100 coffers, have not gotten a single riddle. So I guess I am just super unlucky, yeah.
And I guess we should mention that just because it is a card game, unlike the other ones, there is no pay to win. If someone has the decks, like the extra ones, and you don't have it, you can still play with theirs as well.
Yeah, Tales of Tribute's really cool because everyone picks 2 patrons, and that's like your deck. It's like saying like you have like a suit of cards like in your deck. But what it does is it shuffles the deck that you choose and the deck that your opponent chooses into one deck that you both play from. So it's really cool because there are decks that I don't have, but because other players have them, I can experience them if they select that patron. So it really levels the playing field. The disadvantage being, you just might not be familiar with the style of the deck, but you can kind of learn on the fly.
Yeah.
I
think that's a good model to have.
I like that. I feel like games are either damned if you do, damned if you don't with offering like cash, like pay to win things, but I really like ESO's commitment to being very not pay to win.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
everything
for
in the Crown Store is perfectly cosmetic, and I think that's super cool. So like I don't feel any pressure to buy them.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
That's a pretty huge thing that came with Tile as well. The card game just is free. Well, with the expansion, that is.
It's so fun too. Like it's actually, I'm not joking when I said I've been playing it. Like I do my daily quests and I hang out with my friends a little bit, and then I just play like Tribute for like an hour or two, and it's so. Oh my god. Oh wait, it's me. I forgot I'm a Sork and I electrocute things.
You're the one that did it this time.
I did it. Yeah, Tales of Tribute. It's great.
So on NA, we had our maintenance like on patch day. Originally the servers were supposed to go up at what, like 11 a.m.?
Actually, they were up at 8. And then they came down for a back end issue.
Yeah.
And even the fact that they were up at 8 was amazing. And then they came down, and then they were down for most of the day. I think we got in at, 9 at night? 8 at night?
Yeah, 9 at night, and then we played cards for, like, the first 4 hours, and it's like, oh, it's past midnight already.
But, we had so much fun. I mean, it's... I'm very impressed at how much fun it is and how addicted I am to it. Like I said, I'm not... I've played Magic the Gathering and I even did Elder Scrolls Legends, which was their card game.
Me too.
And I just could not get into any of them. One, because I'm awful at card games. So that has a big, that really kills my motivation.
And those are expensive hobbies.
Yeah,
well, games in general are.
That was the thing with Legends, is that I think it was harder to be good because you did have to buy decks in there. Like, you bought card packs and decks, and it was very pay to win. And now that I don't have that pressure, I can learn the system behind Tales a little bit more. And I like that. I think it's very approachable. Like, if you've not enjoyed card games in the past, I think you would like Tales of Tribute.
Yeah, definitely a fun one. It takes a little bit of time to rank up and earn all the achievements to unlock the decks, but you don't have to pay for it. It's always a good thing.
Yeah, but the thing that I do, I was talking to John about this before we started recording, is there's 2 daily quests, and one is to play NPCs, and one is to play player characters. But I've really just been ranking up by playing those. Like, I just make sure to do my dailies. And the dailies are nice because they're tiered. So yeah, so you can choose to just win 1 match, or win 2, or win up to 3, and get like max rewards. So I just tell myself like I'm gonna win all 3, or at least I'm gonna win 3.
They had like better rewards the further you go, instead of just here you get 3 coffers and then they can all be trash.
Well, you know what though? I'm getting good trash. Like I'm getting like platinum dust, clam gall. Like I'm heart. I got heartwood the other day. I was like, this is all expensive stuff. Yeah.
And buried them with our
Materials for upgrading definitely very expensive nowadays.
Yeah, and they did a really good job putting a lot of them into the reward coffers, which I think is smart. Because honestly, that alone is really good motivation for me to play.
Also, love the card game.
It's so fun. It's a stupid good time.
Also, with new expansions for every MMO, it's like, oh man, there's so much to do. Do I want to do the story? Do I just want to do side questing? Do I want to play a card game? I'm gonna get sidetracked so often.
Oh look, a daily endeavor was killed 5 Frost
good call
astronauts.
with this dungeon.
Wow,
it lined up.
that's amazing. Cool beans.
Ooh, lore book.
Oh yes, get the lore book. Oh, I already got it. Of course I did. No, and I usually wait a little bit to do zone questing, but I have to be honest, I'm actually very eager to start because everyone has said that zone quest and like just the main quest in general, like without any spoilers, of course, because I haven't done the content yet either. Everyone said it's amazing.
Oh yeah. I love the side quest more than the main one actually, but that's usually how it goes for most of the expansions
I
they
always
had.
love zone quest because zone quests are what give you the flavor, you know?
Yeah.
Like I like main quests, but I love the zone quests. I think they're just unique and fun.
You disturb her order.
I did really like the companion quest this time around though. Ember and Isabel had really awesome quests.
Oh yeah, I really like Isabel. Hers felt like more serious, where Ember's is comedy.
She's a disaster cat. Yeah, I'm gonna go look and see if there's a chest. But yeah, I mean, not that I didn't like Bastion and Miri's, because y'all know I love Bastion. Like, he's my number 1. But I liked them, and they were both really well written. And I like this time that I think people are more split. Like I think more people are open to Isabel for some reason. A lot of people were like absolute haters when it comes to Bastion.
Yeah, I haven't really heard anything negative about either of them. It's just like,
yeah, no, they're both
of them were pretty awesome. Also, the usual meme quests that they add every expansion are back again.
Quest. Oh, some returning characters.
Yeah, returning characters.
Can't wait to see. Can't wait to see.
Did you listen to any of the music that was in High Isle?
Oh,
so good.
The music is so good, and there's even new battle music. We were in a dungeon the other day, and I was like, "This is new. It's very well done." Also, Ember's gotten like 4 levels this dungeon so far. This is great. Keep it up.
Are you using an XP scroll?
Nope.
Neither am I. Are you?
Nope. She's also level 1, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to mention the best content in the entire expansion. You can snuggle a cat.
Oh, yeah.
You can pet the cat so much so that you pull it into your arms and just it snuggles with you. And if that's not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Yes.
It's great.
First it was the griffin that everyone was excited about. Now it's the cat.
Well, there was a cat. There was a cat that you could also pet in Blackwood. But this cat, they added like a whole animation.
Good.
Like it's super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you gotta remind people of the important stuff like that.
Absolutely. Petting the cats.
I think someone said there's a doggo somewhere too, but I have not seen him yet because I haven't really done a bunch of exploring.
I like now that the public dungeons, they give mementos and stuff more often now.
Oh, that's cool. Well, didn't they all give a memento?
I think so, but some of them, like the earlier ones, didn't. Now they're starting to give mementos and like actual cool goodies.
They have like fragments, like collectibles.
Oh yeah, yes. That's also
it,
another
yeah.
thing. Like card game fragments as well.
I like that you can find card game, like the decks, just from leveling and doing the things you normally do anyway. That's pretty cool.
Templar problems, no mag.
You know, it's nice playing a class that's not a Templar because I'm like, wow, I have like great sustain. I mean, I also don't know what I'm doing, so maybe that's why. But
I just realized my food ran out. That explains a lot. But
that'll
still,
do it.
also no magic.
Eat your food. Is there an orb? No, you got it.
I got it. Usually, in a 4-man, you could burn the boss, but that also requires a lot of coordination and dodging.
This one, it's almost not worth it to burn because you cannot finish the boss fight until all of the Aurorans, which are these little like pop-ups that you get, they all have to die first. So you
Yeah.
might as well take time and go, oh, hey, and get them. Oh, I have a lightning staff on my back bar. I'm like, wow, what is going on here? That's what it is.
Companions are dead.
No, they're. Oh, they? Oh, yeah, there's Ember right under my feet. Sorry, Ember. Dang, Sork is pretty fun, I gotta
Woo,
say.
we did it. Yeah. Love Sork.
You will be cleansed.
You guys got it pretty good. I mean, I'm a Magplar player for life, but
Hold up. Isabel got a new skill. I gotta test it.
oh wait, I think Ember did too. Wait, come here, Ember.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, she's a Sork. Oh, she's a Sork. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Isabel's a Templar.
Which is the
Very
best.
fitting for this episode.
Yeah, actually, wow, we didn't even plan it that way. That's kind of funny. Oh, super
Ember
cool.
has crystal frags, right?
Yes, she does.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see if the hard cast happens.
Oh, I'm sure. They're not gonna. Companions don't like light attack weave. They don't have time for that. They're not
Well,
here
no,
for
like,
animation.
When the thing
camps.
procs, they would hit it, but not just like spam it.
I didn't put it on her. I gave her like it looked like a lightning flood kind of thing instead.
Oh yeah, that's good.
She's getting lots of experience though. This is definitely a good thing to do for her.
One day we'll do our arena run. Oh my god, not bursted.
Oh no!
Templar problems.
Well, you should be healing. Where's your jabs?
I did jabs, it didn't save me.
Jabs harder! See, and you know, it's funny because people are always like, Avron, why do you run heal and jabs? It's like, because sometimes jabs is not enough.
Well, I guess I didn't push the button hard enough.
Oops. They actually have a lot of crazy poles in here.
Coming up to the boss where we have to heal.
Oh,
then,
well,
we're not
Thoraya's
doing
gonna be
that.
dead. That's not gonna happen.
Good luck, she's on her own. Hopefully the companions get her.
No, I don't think my Ember even... Okay, no, she has one Healy skill, but she's not gonna stop and heal Thoraya. I don't
Feels
think.
bad.
That'd be cool if they did. Because you can't give them priority. Like, you can't be like, attack this or heal this.
Yeah, that's one thing I wish they would change and make things consistent. You either like can dodge certain mechanics or you don't. But they should go back and just like look at everything and reevaluate some of the things they could stand in.
I wouldn't be surprised if one day they do. I don't know if that's going to be anytime soon, just because of like priorities of stuff. But
Yeah.
I do like that they went and revisited, even just between Blackwood and High Isle, they revisited the companion system. You know, like giving them idle lines and some different behaviors. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, well,
One
Thoraya's
thing-
going to die.
we should do as a duo, as like a special, is get some of the leads for antiquities.
Oh, that would be
that are in certain
fun.
dungeons.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Because Hyel actually came out with some really cool antiquities, like I know there's a popular one, the Oaken Soul ring, that I haven't gotten yet. But the one I'm interested in was like based on how many of the Shalador's library books you have.
Yes, that one looks so fun, and I like that because that's rewarding the kind of stuff
Yeah,
I
rewarding
like
players who
exploration.
actually play a lot.
Oh, of course I dropped my wait.
Viewed through a prism is no
Oh, bottom corner?
I gotcha.
one of those puppets, or just kill you.
Way this intentionally works is some healer is supposed to heal Thariah, otherwise the boss gets a buff and takes less damage. But this is normal.
Yeah. Ex-wife, enjoy your ex-life.
What a corny line.
I love Quintus and Thariah. They're so funny to me. I've never actually seen him win.
He won? Holy.
Of course he
no
did
one healed.
because
Me dead, Thariah. I'll haunt you to your
no one was healing her, right? So. Wow, yeah, he just disappears. Oh, that's super cool. Okay. Sorry, sidetrack.
The lore.
Lore! You need the lore. It's tasty. Oops, it's all lore.
Hey, that should be a special you could do on your channel as like a solo thing. When you go through dungeons, you tell everyone the story of every dungeon.
Yeah. Many moons ago. I'm very excited to see how this final boss is gonna go with 2 people.
Yeah. Also, the new trial, Dread Sail. We've
Oh,
only done it
chest.
on normal so far, but I thought it was really cool. There's a few bugs that could be, or probably will be fixed soon. Like
It's so fun.
Boss
though.
noises still there.
So fun. It is, and it's a visually really stunning trial too. And the thing I like about this trial is it's actually kind of, I would say, I think it's the hardest one on normal.
Yeah.
Like compared to a lot of the other trials, I think if you're just a normal player, it's going to give you a challenge too, which is nice.
Yeah. I really like the mechanics. There wasn't too many like lore books for how long the dungeon was.
No.
Or not too much story to it.
Yeah, we went in and we did a lore run, which is where we go through nice and slow. We do the content. We listen to dialogue. There wasn't really much to listen to. I
know,
was
that was
like,
so
what
sad.
the hell?
Speaking of that, if you're looking for a guild, we have one.
We do.
And,
On
find
PCNA.
us.
I think, though, Dread Sail kind of gets you because there's one part where you could choose to go just walk through and not aggro, and then you get some dialogue. But if you aggro, everybody pulls on you. So you have to be really careful in that trial.
Oh yeah,
about
there's
where you
also
are.
there's an achievement for that too.
Yeah, there's an optional NPC you can talk to, and he gives you kind of like a little unmarked quest to go find things that you can get a achievement for. It's super cool, super cool.
I do like the bosses though. They're really
Very
well done.
fun. And I love that they brought back a twin boss.
I
'Cause-
still don't really know how that works, but
I'll
all
figure
the
it out
stuff
one day.
you've done through Hyel and other dungeons kind of are brought back a little bit, but changed with a little twist. Pretty good.
Yeah, I just love because the twin fight in Maw, the mob lore cache was always my favorite. So the fact that they brought back that mechanic, it's just like, thanks, Finn. You're on the wall.
No, boss is on me.
Well, I made you a big. Yeah, there you go. Again? Really? No.
Beam.
Just use beam. Start use beam.
What a great thing.
I love it. I love it.
You're the only one I've ever seen with that add-on.
I love that add-on. I love that add-on. Everybody memes on me, but damn, it's a great add-on. Haters.
Funny, 'cause you don't even need it. You just have it.
I
Like the memes.
honestly don't even pay attention to it now because I had it when I was learning how to parse on Mudflyer. And everybody just always made fun of me for having it because it just says start use beam. And I just left it there for the memes because it's kind of funny. Kind of great.
Yeah. You gotta check the beach.
That's where I'm going. Always, if you're in the depths of Malatar, which is like one of my favorite dungeons, always come back here to the beach. Sometimes I had some good stuff back here. Oh, look, there is
Also,
a
for
chest.
all you house decorators out there, there's a lot of new furnishings. Came with
So
tile.
many good furnishings, including one of our first craftable sets of a book pile. And it's really pretty.
Yes, 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 yes.
Very pretty. What do you invite me to? What are you giving me?
I found something. Hold on. There you go. You
Oh,
Ember can have that.
boy. You know what? That's so great. Why don't you take that?
Oh my god. I don't even actually get jewelry from.
Oh, good. Well, there you
Candy.
go. You got some green the green necklace.
Nice.
Isn't it good? I don't think there's a
Yeah,
heavy sack
sorta.
here, but you're lucky I didn't have a fish on me.
Oh no.
That's usually
One day we'll do fishing.
that's the one
One
thing
day.
we trade back and forth is the fish furnishings. Yeah, our friends group.
Someone
Everybody.
will have
Somebody. I don't even know who had the fish last.
Probably Gabe.
Probably. All right, let me get Gilladil.
Got plenty of good
Gilladil.
Actually, best NPC.
She is the most amazing NPC.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, we have a lot of quick slots.
Yes,
And
we have
actually
a
toggle
quick
between
slot
them.
wheel. Best quality of life update, honestly, because that's something I've wanted forever.
Now we have it.
I had a very suspicious inventory there. Of like old gear, and I was like, wait a minute. I don't ever clean out my alts. Sorry.
Alrighty, Frostvault. Where is that
Woo.
one?
Don't tell me. Smart.
Trivia.
Maybe?
East March?
Is it an East March?
I don't know. I thought you were about to say that.
That's what I said, but I don't know if it's true. Let's see.
It is.
Yo!
Let's go.
Good job, me. Oh yeah, it's by. There's a house there. That's right, the Frostvault house. I forgot about that house.
Also, for all of you who got the collector's edition, I think, came with those treasure maps.
Treasure
Those
maps.
are ancestral Breton motifs that are RNG. Those are worth a lot, so you might want to dig those up.
If you get them, we have a guildmate who got 3, 1 for each map. I didn't get any.
Dude, I
on
got
my map.
one. Then,
You got
Earning
one
the trust
carried.
of goblins is easier than
Okay.
earning the trust of their turf.
One is
I got-
carried.
I got 0, so. Also, this is one of my favorite lore books. In the bucket is Burr's writing practice.
Yeah.
Rat, eat, raw, hot,
Come on
cook,
by the
cold,
fire.
snow,
I'll fill
stab.
you in on the details.
It's just like, oh, okay. Burr's
Colorful
great too.
vocabulary.
Listen, if you find Burr, he's right here, right? But here's the best thing is every time you see Burr, he has a different appearance.
Yeah.
I remember when this dungeon came out, we were like, I think he's broken. It's like, nope, intended. It's just like, oh, okay.
Frostvault.
It's a fun dungeon. The Frostvault dye you get is so pretty.
Yeah, it wasn't it like frozen red or something that does not look red at all.
Glacier. It's like this glacier texture of the ice here. So depending on the texture, it changes color and hue.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
So Avron and I do this dungeon prog group once a week, and then the trifecta for this place, it took a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. It's a really fun hard mode.
Oh yeah, this one's super fun. There's a lot of really fun achievements in here too.
I think this one is the most unique in terms of final boss mechanics with the skeever phase.
Oh, I love the skeever phase. I think that's really well designed.
They need more stuff like that. Really good.
I think they're getting very adventurous with the DLC dungeons lately, and I like it.
Yeah. Also, the banner instead of the bright white flash. Glad they're going that route of banners
Amazing.
now.
Yeah, I love the challenge banners. It's so much better.
And the fact that you can turn them on and off. So if you can't do it, you can't do it.
And also just not having the blinding flash of light is very helpful, I guess.
Overall, through the years, quality of life of a lot of things, pretty good.
This is a game that has very steadily just been awesome in terms of quality of life, yeah, and it's very impressive.
Very easy to pick up game, not too many buttons.
Yeah, and I think that's a nice thing about ESO too, is like there's never a bad if you're a player and you're like, oh, I kind of want to play, I've heard about it, but you've never picked it up. Like there's never a bad time to jump in. Like just jump in. Like you don't get penalized for joining late, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Well, this should be fun.
Unlike other games, there's like, you know how when there's a new expansion, your old gear becomes obsolete or something? Now this one, your gear is still relevant a few patches later.
Yeah, and I love
thing.
that. I mean, you know, new stuff. Oh, it's me. It's me. New stuff comes out, but there's really not a lot of pressure to do the grind.
Yeah.
Unless you're in like, you know, the 0.1% of end game and you need something very specific, but like that's such a small part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Get inside.
ESO's awesome. Love ESO.
The rest of
Definitely
Yes.
worth your sub as well, just because of the stuff they give you. The crowns they give you with the monthly sub basically pays for it.
And honestly, for me, craft bag.
Yeah,
I know people.
craft bag.
You know what I didn't realize is that craft bag is a very contentious topic. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Not really.
And
I always looked at it as like a monthly sub for every other MMO, so I was like, you either want it or you don't.
Yeah, craft bag is something that you get with ESO Plus, with it just ESO is completely optional sub.
Mhm.
And craft bag is awesome because if you don't know what it is, it's basically a limitless inventory for crafting materials.
Oh yeah, we should show them like what it actually looks like.
Yeah, so you get this optional thing and you can just stack so much. Like, you could tell I've just got years of stuff in here. I mean, it's just like stuff. Woo!
Yeah, it really does make a difference.
Yeah, and some people are very angry and they're like, oh, that shouldn't be part of the sub. But it's like, yeah, that's the reason I sub.
Also, to give you all the DLCs, well, most of them, not the main chapters, but the DLCs.
Yeah,
while you have it.
you get every DLC
That's
you have
very
access
generous.
to it. And yeah, you get it like day one when it comes out. Now, that's not chapters. Like High Isle is a chapter.
Well, like small things
But-
like Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, whatnot.
And even big things because chapters become DLCs. So Blackwood now, if you have ESO Plus, is completely free to play.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Because
that.
it became a DLC when High Isle came out. And that's freaking on. Like, that's just so crazy. I don't think I've ever played another, especially not another MMO that was like, yeah, let's have all the previous releases for free.
I think Final Fantasy does
Great.
that too.
Oh, okay, good. I haven't gotten that far in Final Fantasy yet. I'm still in the scrub stage. I'm a sprout.
Oh my.
I'm a sprout.
Detailed.
Honestly, Final Fantasy also has a very good community. They see like the Sprout players and they're just like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll help you.
No.
Yeah, I got lost in some dungeons hardcore, and people are so nice. I think ESO and Final Fantasy have some of my favorite communities. For
Yeah, for sure.
Is he chasing Ember?
I think your Ember might have a taunt on, to be
She does
honest.
not have a taunt on. She's just adorable and no one can resist her. I understand. Where'd he go?
Oh. Hello.
Oh, I forgot about this face. Ember's blocking. She's like actively blocking. I'm so proud of her.
Companions, they're evolving.
Love them. Ember's pretty great. I
Oh.
love Isabel too, though. It was very hard to decide which companion to go with this time around.
I just went with whatever I got first, and through my story questing, Isabel was the one I found first. I think they're both
Yeah.
Going to kill everything
I-
we come across.
I think what I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna do something different. I think I'm gonna get them both to level 10. Like I'm gonna pick like say Isabel first. I'm gonna get her level 10, and then I'm gonna swap to Ember and get her to level 10. And then that way it doesn't feel like so much of like a slog.
Oh, are you gonna level them up like equally?
Yes, because that's right now I'm still with Miri because she needs 3 more levels to get to 20.
The last three are biggest pain.
It has felt like forever, and I'm like, oh, I kind of miss Bastion, you know? So I think I'm going to take the pressure off myself and just swap them out when they get to 10, so that way, you don't feel like you're stuck with a companion. Because me, I
Now
do
we
it
have
for
a
the
choice.
achievements, yeah.
However, I will say Isabel ranks up her rapport very easily, just
Oh,
because
yeah.
she gets points based off the things I do on a regular. So she's already almost halfway there.
Yeah, that does make it easier if, it's a lot easier to get the rapport up with your companions.
I'm not sure what Ember likes and stuff yet. So.
I think she likes Thieves Guild Heist. She's a little bit of a
Don't
bad
like
kitty.
doing those.
She's a little bit of a disaster. Do you think he's gonna go into the next phase immediately?
Maybe.
Trying to decide if I should drop my ult.
YOLO.
YOLO, huh?
This boss, when it came out, was the most bugged thing.
He
They
was
fixed it over
tough.
time.
He was a
Yeah.
tough boss. Like, groups fell apart at this boss. This was the pug killer.
I know most of the community who does trials memes on this boss is like, oh, go clockwise and then lasers. Same order.
Lasers. This
You're on the wrong
is
side.
as you're
Oh,
on the
I'm
wrong side.
wrong side. Laser, see, clockwise.
See, I'm on the right side.
The thing I look out for is, how like there's a little beam on that side.
Yeah, you
I
look to where
out
the
for that.
splat.
And yeah, the splat on the wall. That's
And then it's always clockwise from there. No,
Yep.
wait, this is actually counterclockwise. I guess it depends on where your orientation is. I've beaten.
direction.
Listen, I did Mob Lorcage on Vet. I swear I know clockwise. Promise.
This is why groups struggle with it.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I think it used to be bugged where the lasers will double hit you and you just
That was
die.
fun. I remember that time. It was a good time. This was just also, like, mechanically, this was a tough boss. When it first came, like, before power creep and stuff. I remember even our group struggling on this boss.
Yeah.
But now he's fine. Now I like the Vault Protector. He's he's a charmer.
Once you finish Heil, like the main story and all the side quests, we gotta hear your opinions of everything.
I am so excited.
Oh, it's 1%.
I know, that's actually infuriating. I'm gonna start it probably tomorrow, if not tonight.
Yeah, people want to watch someone do live reactions on everything. Watch Avron.
I normally don't stream story quests just because I go through them at such a slow, agonizing pace.
Oh yeah, no, I get it because people don't want spoilers and
Yeah,
whatnot.
well, yeah, and some people don't want to watch because they want to do it on their own, and I respect that.
Yeah.
But we did do the companion quest on my Twitch page, and it was hilarious. Isabel's was long though. Hers took me 3 hours. I was
think you were-
impressed.
I don't know about you, but when I speedran it the second time, it was like 15 minutes.
Well, I didn't pick her up a second time. I just did her for the first initial one. But I was like, oh, her quest was like, go all the way over there, and then go all the way over there. I was like, wow, all right. And Ember's just like, I goofed.
Dude, I love Ember's quest. It was so funny.
Yeah, it's
So without spoilers, I wonder how much the voice actors had to like redo some of those lines.
Moo.
Yeah.
Listen, when you do the quest, you'll know.
Keep going in.
Yes, got it. I was totally not drinking a drink.
One thing I had to make sure of before we started this episode is like, I'm not wearing the same shirt I wore last episode, did I? I had to check my old one.
Do you know what I realized? Oh, sweet, I just leveled her up again. I wear a lot of black.
That's a normal color, isn't it? Like black.
Yeah, but like, it's funny, I was looking back at my Twitch VODs, and I'm like, I have like a black shirt on like every video. Not intentionally. Not intentionally. It just happens to be those days I was like, oh, I'm just gonna wear my black t-shirt. And like even now I'm wearing a black shirt. Which I'm sure I probably have worn in another video and I don't care. But I was just like, oh, yeah, I should put some color on.
One day, maybe we'll be big enough, and then we'll start a merch line of our own stuff.
Dude, you do not want me making merch for you. I do not have that kind of an eye. Dr. Mr. Avron is really good at fashion. I am not. I'm
Would
like
you design
t-shirt.
your own clothes, though?
Oh no, I wouldn't trust myself at all.
Because, like, I see a lot of friends or, like, my colleagues, and they have their merch line, and it's like, it looks cool to other gamers, but I wouldn't wear that in public. So that's one thing I'm like,
See?
if I ever made something, I would have to want to wear my own stuff in public. That's the criteria.
Yeah, I am not. I don't have that kind of an eye for stuff. I've never really been fashionable either, so just like jeans and a shirt. Great. Go. You
Okay,
know?
so I don't know about you, but like when you were in high school and went to like prom or whatever, did you have to coordinate? I guess this is different for women than men. Like women, if you wear the same dress as someone else, that'd be like, oh my god, you copied me. Can't you have that?
I guess,
men
but
wore like the same suit. It's like no one cared.
yeah, well, okay, but guy suits don't have a ton. Well, okay, I shouldn't say
different
that.
colors, but yeah.
I shouldn't say they don't have a ton of variety because they do, but the chances of you having a different, like a funky, different colored suit, you know, that's like, you know, black, gray. That's like common colors.
Oh, heavy sack.
Oh, I see. I knew there was something over there.
I saw you run towards it, and then I was like,
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I walked away.
But yeah, it's like seeing people with different dresses. If you see two people with the same one, it's like something's going down.
I don't know. We wore uniforms at my high school, so we all look the same anyway.
Wait, even during like special events?
I mean, not at like
Like a
prom,
prom.
but I only went to one prom, so I didn't go to two. I didn't have that kind of money growing
isn't
up.
prom only supposed to be senior year?
David Jr. year prom too as well.
Oh, my school, I don't think they had it.
Yeah, we had
We only had
junior,
senior year.
junior and senior, and I was like, I can't afford this. You're gonna die. Oh, you lived. Yay. Oh, Ember just walks. Oh, the companions are bugged. They're not attacking.
Beam.
Just use beam.
Yeah. I wonder where you even found that add-on.
It was recommended to me in a Trials guild that I used to be in, actually. Someone was like, oh, wow, I bet you could get to 70k if you had this add-on. I'm like, hell yeah, because back in the day... Oh, there's a heavy sack here, too.
Well,
I was like, hell yeah. And now I use how to beam. Listen, we're joking, but if you're a Magplar and you're on PC and you can use add-ons, and you're looking to up your parse game, it's really good at teaching you like when to start rotating beam into your rotation, because beam does maximum damage at a certain percentage of health. That's like the thing. So you really got it. Where's that door?
oh, over here.
I went the wrong way.
Yeah, I tried doing what the console players did. You know the official settings now for your buff bar? I tried looking at that. It's not bad at all, so...
Oh, the game timers?
Yeah, the game timers is
No.
pretty good.
The in-game timers are great, actually. I don't have them turned on for this character or my main, but I have several oh, there's a chest. Several characters I turned it on for, and it's very well done, yeah.
Oh, do you have the passive on that character?
No.
Because I don't have it on this character either.
Seems the Dwemer didn't leave.
No, I just happened to turn and look because I knew there's sometimes a chest there. That's the problem when I play alts, is I don't have the thing that's like, here's a chest, it's glowing, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have to look for them. Oh,
Some
you should
of
put
them-
javelin on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is okay, if you're a Magplar, or I guess you can use it on Stamplar too, but the javelin skill here is the best. Especially on the hard mode. It's very helpful, actually.
Yeah.
Live your best Templar life. Look at that. Most satisfying of yeets.
That's an achievement, too, by the way.
It is, yeah. You knock, I think, what is it, 10 things off?
Yep.
I do believe we're good at this.
So, oh, look at that! It was great!
Sometimes they have like a cooldown or knockback immunity. It doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Also, I have not even been looking at it. I just realized I have combat metrics on this tune.
Yeah.
Because I've been here like, not combat metrics, metronome.
Oh yeah, I still have that, but I barely look at it nowadays.
Well, you know, it's funny too because console players are always like, what the hell, PC, add-ons, blah, blah, blah. Like, I literally just noticed at the end of our second dungeon that add-on was on. Like, that's how little I look at some of them.
There.
Like,
Use the Steveton's ability to
Yeah,
you
me
know
too.
what I mean? Like, you just, you phase it out. Like, you tune it out.
It'll be coursing with
We'll have to do 2 here.
melted
Yep.
slag. Perfect. Follow the
Yeah, I like
Shrendar has
I-
been broken, and the add-on dev has been working on it. I guess I see updates every day, but
Love Surrender.
apparently the one skill that's broken for me is not fixed yet.
Oh, I do. You guys know I love Surrender, but mine's really out of control.
It worked. Repeat the
I need to fix it.
remaining conveyors.
How many channel
Remain
points to fix it?
I'll do it for free because, you know, it's pretty bad.
Action duration reminder, still a very good one. For all the people
Maybe
who
I'll
just
check
play
it.
very simple stuff.
Yeah, I could maybe check. I do like Surrender, but I definitely don't need everything that I have on my screen.
Oh yeah, I had to manually tweak everything to see only the ones I wanted to see.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that. That's my problem is I'm always the first to say I'm a very lazy gamer. Like, and by that I mean I really just do things for pure enjoyment. And the things that I work at, like I work at like dungeon trifectas. I don't want to work at add-ons, you know?
Dungeon trifectas are like the super 1%.
No, and I love them. They're so much fun. John and I are actually. I gotta
Something isn't
resummon my
right.
pet
The
and my.
defenses are still active.
Now you know how I feel.
I know. Yeah, we're actually. I think we only have like 5 or 6 more in the
Yeah.
whole game. And this is.
Granted,
he's
those
gonna,
are
like-
the hardest ones to do, but yeah.
He's just gonna turn around the whole time, isn't he?
Yep.
I've never seen
All right, we'll just do the best we can here.
Hold it off. I'll think of something.
Didn't hard cast. You did. Yeah, I'm excited though. I love dungeons.
Your prowess was befitting
The recent one, what was the last expansion?
rolling balls. Keep
Sending Tide.
Yes, Sending Tide.
good.
That one has a few tricky dungeons.
Those
actually.
dungeons are so fun. I think the Coral Airy hard mode is one of my new favorites because like just it's so fun mechanically. It's just stupid fun.
Quick trivia: what's the 4th griffin in Coral Airy called?
Kurgarion? It's something with a K.
Yeah, that's all I know as well.
Yeah, but what the heck's his name? It's Athalo. One with an M, Ilya, and then he's got a K in his name.
And then the last one is like Malf or something.
It's like Mufasa. No. I listen. Yeah, in my brain I know them. That's pretty impressive, actually. The random stuff that I would know if I didn't
I
have all
only
this
think I
Elder
know them
Scrolls
because we
knowledge.
wiped on the hard mode so many times.
Yeah. Which way did you go? Okay, I'm gonna go down this way.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention. I've been
I
following
went
the light.
south.
Yeah, this is different because we only have 2 people. That means we have to do 2 usually.
Yeah,
we
this
have
is
to
my
do
second one, so I'm gonna sit
Yeah.
here. Yeah, what is this griffin's name? It's hold on,
Follow-
Sticker Book will tell me.
There's one that starts with an
Cardadia.
M, an I, an O, and
Cardadia.
K. Oh, my skills are gone.
Oh no, mine did that too. Just swap ours, they'll be back.
Okay, because I was like,
That
Hey, that's a
scared me. I
challenge,
was like,
though.
oh wow, that's gonna definitely the hard mode. Stop moving.
You're having no effect
Uh-oh.
on the torso. Try the arm.
That's fine.
glad it was on me. I had Breath of Life.
Coming apart. Hit it with everything you've got.
Oh yeah,
did
so when he
it.
came out of that thingy, it was like, oh, Okay, so all your skills are white or gray.
Proud of that.
I had that too. What the heck was that? I've never seen that before. And it was scary, and I didn't like it.
A real
I didn't
test
like
of
it.
do you know how to play your class?
I freaked out. I'm not gonna lie, I freaked out in his bar swap because I was like, oh no.
Finally. The other
Okay,
Hey, it's
so
not a
it's-
problem if you can't see it. That's...
Hold on, I got it. The Griffin's in the Coral Airy.
That's because it
Cargadia
but it
is the fourth one.
linked to the
Yeah.
skillet.
Ilia,
Sorry,
who's the damn lightning one, because I hate that Griffin.
Carefully.
Uh-huh.
It's like Othello.
And Malferin or something.
It's yeah,
Not yet,
M
Bob.
something something. Yeah. See? Look at that.
You can
Look
count
at
us
that.
out of whatever you're planning
Boom.
next. I've had enough.
It's got a Fang Lair.
The bust of the Coral Airy is the fourth Griffin.
Yes, it's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Where the heck is Fang Lair? Wait, don't tell me. Storm, not Scale Caller.
A place where there's a lot of dead things.
Oh, that's like all of Tamriel. Damn, where is Fang Lair? Where is Fang Lair?
You want a hint?
Yeah,
Starts
Reaper's March.
no. The
Damn.
zone starts with a B.
Bankerai.
Yeah.
I knew it had to be a DC. Dude, I always forget Bankerai exists.
I know.
I don't
Covenant
know.
exists.
I mean, true. but I always forget about Bankerai. I don't know why.
This story was forgettable.
It wasn't awful. I actually liked the DC story. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty good. I love Emmerich too. King Emmerich is my boo.
Man, there's so much with the High Isle story.
There's no
I know
Gotta
I cannot
play it.
wait. I'm so excited. I know I really need to start it so I can finally start talking to people about it. I really like to just wait to start a story. I'm one of those people.
You play your character, or like, well, obviously you do it on your main, but do you ever go back and play it on the appropriate character to get the extra dialogue?
Oh yeah, if there's any quests that have like a choice of dialogue, I do what my main character would say, and then I go back
How much death do you think this
and
place is?
replay on a different character and choose the other option because I always want to know what the dialogue is.
Yeah, and then there's like stuff where Orsinium, if you played an orc character, you would get different dialogue entirely.
I need to do that, yes. Well, it's like Somerset. If you do Somerset on Altmer, you get a couple extra quest lines.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh yeah, one of us.
Did the Clockwork have anything special? I don't.
No,
I played
because
that twice, but none of the characters were.
yeah, because you're not a Clockwork Apostle, so it's a little.
I know there was
guess.
different dialogue in there though.
I guess you would get different dialogue depending on the order you met everyone. Like if you did get some dialogue from the Duke of Crows if you did the public dungeon with him,
Yeah.
with the Black Feather Court. There's a dungeon in Stone Falls, I think it is. Yeah, in Stone Falls.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Crow place.
and that was cool.
That one, like, you have to kind of go out of your way to find, actually. When I remember doing that when I was a new player, and then I was like, whoa, that's...
Yeah,
find that?
it's a fun one. Yeah, you have to go like around the corner. Crowswood, I think it's called. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I do. I like to go back. I actually like Orsinium. I've done on like 5 characters. None of them in orc. Yeah, you do it on orc.
It's
my favorite.
More character, to be honest. I should make
I
one one day.
do. The most important
Yeah.
thing is what are you gonna name your orc character?
Oh, that's the fun part, naming your characters.
I always do lore-friendly names, so all of my characters have really boring lore-friendly names.
Find out what they were so interested in.
I'm getting more into the lore-friendly names.
I've
more or less.
noticed. Yeah, that's really cool.
Expect you to deliver yourself to me, Zara.
Except for this Templar, that's not lore-friendly at all. It's just making fun of game mechanics.
Vitality bonus. I also am a big fan of not advertiser-friendly.
Oh yeah, good times.
To be fair, I've always wanted to make a meme character named Queen Slayren, but you can't make
Quick,
you
take
can't you can't make anyone look like Irene. She has a very unique hairstyle.
Yeah.
So it's
I
just
have
like,
seen
aw.
people make NPC characters with the name, and man, that
Yeah.
gets me sometimes. It's really good. I wish I had that level of creativity.
Yo, shout out to my friend Brian who has a perfect replica of the banker Tithus. It is like, I was like, Tithus? And it's like, it was him. It's so perfect. It's hilarious. I haven't seen anyone try to make the companions yet, and I'm surprised.
I've seen someone do like Razumdar.
That's awesome. Razum Dazum.
Man, it shows how long we've been playing this game for.
Forever.
Doing all the expansions.
I hope I will still be playing this game in 8 more years, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
I'm such a big Elder Scrolls nerd anyway. I probably will be.
Ever since High Log came out, my sleep schedule has been off. My work schedule.
That new content vibe. Woo. Listen, it's
Man, it makes me realize like I didn't think I had any problems, but when I try to stay on track with the storyline, I'm just like, well, there's a side quest here. I gotta do it.
That's why. Listen, this is why I do all the side and zone quests first. So that way, when I'm doing the main quest, they're not there to distract me because I already did them.
Yeah,
Big
at the same
brain
time, I was
energy.
like, I want to explore things as I get to it. Like, I don't want to just get all the way shrines and then be like, oh, I have to port there when I need to.
Yeah, no,
Explore
that
and
makes sense.
travel.
What is this contraption?
I like. It's kind of cool. Like, when the more you talk to people, everybody has such a different style of play. You know,
To
like,
some level, I get like how people are like, oh, I want to play this with my UI off or in first person for immersion or something.
yeah, or even just
story.
like the difference of ways people approach the story. Like, I have to do all the side quests first.
Yeah.
So, and some people just like you just jump in and do it as you go. And the one thing I like is that since the main quest usually brings you to all those areas anyway, I don't know if it's true at High Isle, but I noticed in Western Skyrim, one of the things they did that I really appreciated is if you were doing the main quest, but you hadn't done like the quest in the area yet, the NPC was kind of like, oh, we'll go ahead and explore and then we'll meet up. So like it kind of gave you a reason to like do the quest there without feeling like you were kind of like not doing the main quest. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I was like, oh, that's like such a small thing that they did, but that's really nice. Like, I remember Fenorian and Western Sky being like, oh, why don't you go like talk to the chieftain and check things out? And then that was like my doorway to do the whole quest and wherever I was. I'm like, that's actually really nice.
You didn't start any of the side quests yet, right?
I didn't do a single one except for the 2 companion ones. Yep, I'm way behind.
I like the people that are just now starting the game. Is like, oh, I gotta do it in order, but it's like, man, some of them are pretty good.
I feel like you should start where you wanna. But if you want to do it in
just-
order,
They're not really connected story-wise. It's like zones are connected.
I think the ones that are connected the most would be Somerset, Morrowind, and Clockwork City, because that was before they had the year-long adventure, and that was like a story arc over 3 years.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you could also, like, you could do those in whatever order you wanted. It wouldn't change things 100% because they've made it so that there's slightly different dialogue.
At least allow me.
Like when I did Somerset first on a character that hadn't done other stuff, they had unique dialogue to acknowledge the fact that I was doing it in a different order, and it flowed.
Yeah.
Oh, Ember just got rapport increase. I don't know from what. Killing a skeleton?
From killing zombie dogs.
Dogs! No, that would be hilarious. Is it the dog?
No,
Is
I
it the
was just
wolf?
kidding. That would be funny.
I don't know what it was, but she liked it. That would be hilarious if true.
That would be kind of hilarious.
Cat likes when you murder dogs and doesn't like fishing. Wow.
Oh man, fishing. I forgot about that. I still have to do the fishing quest in High Elf, but man, I can wait.
Yeah, I have to do the achievements there too, and it's just like, no. Dude, I still
Could
can't
go
find...
fishing, or I could play the card game.
That's been me for like since Isle came out on PC. Like, I'm just gonna play Tales of Tribute. Just one more game turns into 3 more games.
I do want to get max rank though. Like some of the dies that are kind of bugged right now.
The notes I found so
are really nice.
I want the furnishings. There are so many nice furnishings.
The Master
including-
Rank Tales of Tribute furnishing and the table. You get a nice red die.
You get the card table. There's a stack of cards. You can get a house guest.
Oh, that you get a house guest?
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you which one, but
All right, the grind continues. And I got to level or rank 3 yesterday.
that's
Tales of
awesome.
Tribute.
Oh, so
Did
you
the
can
tournament. Got that emote.
Yeah, it's the card sharp. It's so good. I think it's every 2 ranks you unlock the little. There's like a little quest line with tails, and it's kind of cute. I kind of like it.
Level 2 to 3 was kind of a grind, actually.
I'm telling you, do those dailies and just commit to 3 for each one. That's 6 games a day. Okay, that's assuming you have 6 wins, but you might play more games because you might be like me and lose sometimes.
How much do you get
So-
for like player losses and wins?
I think a loss is like 40 heavy sack, and a win is like 150.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful.
You said that they like the higher your rank is, you get more points for wins and losses too.
Well, I don't know if you get more, but you need more. I think when you can play different, I'm assuming when you can play different challenges, like, or difficulties of the NPCs, I can still only play novice NPCs, so it's annoying. But when I can play, like, proficient, I'm assuming you would get more, but I don't know, because I'm not there yet, because it's so new.
Maybe someone's out there with max rank already.
Oh yeah, no, there are. I just played someone the other day that pulled out the max rank deck. I'm like, dude, I'm glad you're into cards, but don't forget to go outside. Do you think we have to do the relic?
Well, the mechanic is burned in 40 seconds, or we have to do it.
Hell. It's been 40 seconds, right?
Eventually, he'll just go invincible.
Beat him up till he goes invincible. I like your plan.
I'm starting to realize how much less damage my alts are doing compared to my main.
My alts do so little damage. Like, I think I'm maybe hitting 23 right now. Yeah, barely. 22, high 22s. Yeah, and my main, you're like, oh, like 80, 70k.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
What's weird is, like, I'm pretty much using the same gear. It's just not gold.
Well, it's like you forget how much, like, your character's rotation,
Yeah,
like,
true.
becomes part of your just daily routine. Like, I can totally do a Templar, but I'm on a Sork, and I'm like, I don't know what I should be hitting. I don't have any practice. Just goes to show that it really is practice with your character, you know?
Yeah. As much as I love playing all the characters, I'll always have Sork as my main.
Same. I'm always going to be a main Templar main.
I can easily replace, but
Everyone's asking for that Bard class. Probably not happening, but it would be nice.
And spears. Everyone also wants spears.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think they'll come out with a new weapon, but if you ever wanted to come out with spear sauce, I would immediately become a spear main.
Yeah.
Like, immediately. I don't even care if I would have to learn Stam. I would become a Stam player.
has to be done. Might as well enjoy it.
I think one thing would be cool is, like, if they
I'm
actually
stuck.
did a balance with the hand-to-hand combat. But they'd have to really balance that one.
That would be interesting, yeah. People have, I've heard people say, like, oh, hand-to-hand would be fun. Unarmed, or whatever they're calling it.
Like, technically, they already have it in the game. It's just kind of useless to use it, not have a weapon.
That's true, because I did see someone the other day who was actually just had their fists in a dungeon. I'm like, all right, I like it.
He's just role-playing.
So funny. We should do that. We should do a dungeon with no weapon.
No weapons. It'll take like an hour.
Yeah, well, no, because there are some skills you can use without a weapon.
Can you beam without a weapon?
Yeah, you can.
But, yeah.
You can use your class skills without weapons, but you can't use, like, blockade, crushing.
Oh, yeah.
So hypothetically, could be
How does
done.
the champion
That would
Now
be
that I think about it,
hilarious.
why do Templars even use weapons if they could just pull spears of light out of nowhere?
Because we're awesome. Because
Why
we
do they
get all
have
the
one?
unused spear animations. Because we're the coolest class.
Heavy sack.
Yo, this is a dungeon we actually found every heavy sack in every chest.
Nice, and we didn't even have the passive.
Wow, that never happens.
We're actually almost done with this series too.
I'm kind of sad.
Yeah,
This
it
was
is kind of
fun.
sad, but we'll have the
Another
specials
barrier
like
shield.
the
We need to destroy that crystal
arena
so I can dispel
and
it.
some other
boy.
stuff that we couldn't do. We'll see if we can 3-man it.
The crystal.
That'll be fun.
Powering the summoning circle. We have to destroy it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we still have our questions opened. I have a list right now, but they'll
Oh,
be open
nice.
until we get to our arena run.
That's so cool. I hope there's some good questions in there.
Yeah.
We'll have to have we should do a Tales of Tribute special.
Oh wait, how did an enemy get there? Oh
What?
yes,
Who's
yes.
alive?
Destroying its
Here's an
power
enemy that was
beyond
on.
Oh, fighting the
Ember.
companions.
Can you help?
Why is it always on Ember?
They like
If
Ember.
I'm
Ember's
lost.
very, she's magnetic. Also, I just threw in a random costume because, like, right when I logged in, I'm like, oh crap, I didn't make an outfit for Ember. I was like, oops.
Now that I think about, what kind of outfit would Ember wear?
Actually, I thought about it and I struggled to think about what I would put her in. Although I do like her default Dominion gear.
Yeah, for
Not
like
mad. I'm mad about it.
Argonians and Khajiits, I actually have a harder time picking out an outfit
Really?
compared to
There's
like
some-
humans and
There's some really nice styles that look really good on the Khajiit, though.
yeah.
Actually, when I was playing around, she looked really good in the Nibonese Court Wizard.
Ooh.
But it almost looked a little too, like... She looked good in it, but it just didn't seem like it was her style, you know?
They'll be here any moment.
Yeah.
No more interruptions.
Like, it didn't match her personality.
Solution is just make more outfits. I'll buy them.
She does get increased rapport from murdering doggos.
Wow.
She does.
It makes sense, but it's kind of funny.
Damn. That's hilarious.
Pet the
That's
dog.
wolves, technically, because they're wolves, right, in here?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It'd be funny if that
Destroy
dog
it.
that you could pet and Ember's out there, she sees it, it's like, no, I don't like that.
as you maintain
I mean,
the
checks
We
out.
need to
She's a
destroy this
Khajiit.
crystal before I can dispel the barrier seal. Now.
Oh,
go!
that's hilarious.
We're learning stuff.
Also, I really like how her defeat, or not defeat, her default
This seal is
stance,
like
because,
the
you know,
last
like,
one.
companions,
That's
as you level up their rapport, they have, like, different comments about you. And the opening one with Ember is glad you put up with her. And I'm like, big mood.
I love the new companions. They're both great.
I think all four of them are so... I like that they're all very different.
for my moment.
Yeah.
Like, I like them a lot. Bastion's still my favorite, though.
Well, if they're going by classes, I wonder what they're going to do for the Warden and Necromancer.
I hope we get one that's kind of evil. I want an evil companion.
The
I want
Necromancer.
I want a bad companion.
I can't
Shirley
open
would
this
like
wall.
that.
Not while he's fighting me.
Shirley Curry. She's so great. All right, ready?
Yep. YOLO.
I don't normally play.
We don't have to do the... Do you think we should do the crystals? We don't have to, right?
I don't think so.
Watch how the
Famous
puppet
last words.
lands. I'll teach you the steps soon enough.
Sometimes the hitbox on this boss is kind of weird. Get
It
hit by
is,
the
yeah.
cone, and I'm like, I'm not even in it.
I'm gonna get this one just because we're right back.
Sure.
Oh, oh no, that's Yusora. I'm like, wow, your Ember is doing it. It's not Ember. Oh, the wall's here already. What?
Your aid.
It's kind of fun the way they pop.
I think we have to do the crystals to get the wall, though, right?
Will not be enough.
Do we?
Then allow me to be
I don't know.
more
I think so.
direct.
We're in the second phase, though.
Was too strong.
Oh, we are. Well, good job.
Okay.
Now this
Go,
is a
team.
battle befitting my power. Observe.
Think we have to do this mechanic? I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
These
Oh, look at that. Perfect. There's no Colossus on normal, are there?
No, which is a good thing.
Dang.
That stops a lot of games.
I was just sitting here. I'm like, there's no Colossus.
Good.
No.
Yeah,
Yay, we did it.
Beautiful masterpiece.
Victorious. We should take a picture right here in the dragon bones.
Oh, yes, yes.
I think
Green
it's time
shot.
to lay these old bones to rest for good.
Except I have to get out of lightning form because you can't see me. I don't know how you Sork players do it. I can't. When lightning form is up, if my outfit wasn't so sharp, I would not know where my character was ever.
All right. I'll get a screenshot. You get one too.
Turnabout is fair play.
Like how Ember is here in my screen,
Enjoy this.
just looking at me.
Time for a taste of your own medicine, bastard.
Ember's just like, hey guys, what's up?
We actually did those dungeons pretty quickly.
Go team! Yeah, that was a little over an hour recording.
Very long time. Breath of the tricky
That's
god,
pretty cool.
breeze of
Dude,
the
we're so
Sweet.
good at this game.
Carry away the
This is
lingering
such a
life
good
that
dungeon,
clings
too.
as Sep's skin to this world.
All right. What's your next DLC? We'll give people a little teaser of what
May
might
your
come
use
next.
of spirit be forever swallowed
To pick for
by the
dungeons?
void.
Yep. I'll give you the list of what we have left. We have
we have
Cauldron,
Unhallowed?
Dreadcellar,
Oh.
Moongrave, Moonhunter, and March of Sacrifices.
Unhallowed, not unhallowed. Damn it, I just want unhallowed. The cauldron for sure. I'm in the cauldron. Technically,
Oh.
it's the Uncle Avron dungeon. Yeah,
We
let's
do
do the
Unhallowed?
cauldron. Uncle Avron,
Oh,
Character.
yes. Cauldron.
the cauldron. I love the NPC there, Drathis. He's like the coolest.
Yeah.
We did it.
But anyway,
Hooray!
that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. You could check out our social media. Watch Avron on Twitch as well. Everything in the description. You want to tell them where to find you, what you do.
I do all sorts of things. Predominantly live streaming ESO and some other games, and also art on Twitch at Avron Doodles. But you can also find me on Coffee and Twitter, throwing my tweets and my thoughts into the wild. So
If you need art
stop
done,
by.
she's the person to go to.
sure, I do some character art, which you can buy commission slots. So stop by and get some info.
Yep. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.